Compañeros,
Buenas noches, ¿están hablando?
No, y si no estamos hablando.
Gracias.
Okay, good evening, class. Good evening. Good evening, Andrea. Good evening, Angela. Good evening, Angela, Andrea, Laura, Wilson, Claudia, Nicolás, Fabian, Julie, Paola, Lady Angie. Good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
Okay. How are you? Are you okay?
Fine.
Okay, very good. So we are going to start our English class. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, I'm going to share my screen.
Yes, teacher.
Give me a second. Okay, give me a second. Perfect. Can you see my screen?
No,
Can you see
teacher.
my screen? No yet?
Yes,
No,
teacher.
yet.
Okay. And now, can you see my screen?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, perfect. So first, as always, okay, you need to accept the recording of this session. I forgot, I'm sorry. So please write in the chat that you accept the recording of this session, please. Okay, thank you. Write in the chat that you accept the recording of this session. Angie, thank you. Okay. Laura, okay, thank you. Perfect, Julie. Okay. What about Nicolas? What about? Okay, perfect. Thank you, Fabian, Nicolas. Okay. Well. Okay. Heidi Wilson. Perfect. Okay, good. Well, for today we have our English project, but first we have a recommendation, and this recommendation is in Spanish, right? Para hoy tenemos nuestros proyectos, pero una pequeña recomendación y es en español. Agradezco por favor la asistencia a las tutorías porque es muy baja, ya que tengo, si no a todos los estudiantes del grupo, a la gran mayoría. Por favor, estar puntuales en este horario, en las tutorías cada 8 días, porque es muy baja la tutoría. Ya les he enviado constantes mensajes con su asistencia. ¿Listo? Y recuerden que para conectarse a esta tutoría, les acabo de enviar nuevamente el link y aquí nuevamente lo encuentren. ¿Listo? Para que lo tengan presente. Virtual Tutoring, aquí lo ingresen. Sin embargo, nuevamente por mensaje, les acabo de enviar el link con el que siempre ingrese, para que lo tengan presente. Okay, finish. So let's start. For today, we have the week 9. We are going to talk about the collaborative project, the story of our friendship. So this is the agenda for today. We have our oral presentation about our collaborative project, the story of our friendship. Here we have oral presentation, the story of our friendship, groups, and time. Groups A, B, C, D, and E from 2015 to 21 o'clock, and groups F, G, H, I, J from 21 o'clock to 21:45. Okay, so we are going to start our oral presentation. Group A is here. Group
Present,
A.
teacher. Present.
Okay, perfect. Group V.
Present.
Okay. Group C.
Present, teacher.
Group D.
Present, teacher.
Okay. And Group E.
Present.
Okay, perfect. So we are going to start. Who wants to start? Group A, Group B, Group C, Group D, or Group E? Who wants?
We, teacher. Group 1. Group A.
A. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Can you remind me your names, Group A, please?
Yes.
Can you remind me your names?
Wilson, Laura, and
Wilson.
Andrea. I
Okay,
not
Wilson.
remember the last name. Wilson. Oh, one moment.
Wilson Javier Clavijo.
Okay, Wilson Clavijo. Laura.
Laura Alejandra Castillo.
Laura Castillo. And
Andrea Alejandra Calderón.
Andrea Calderón. Okay, Wilson Clavijo, Laura Castillo, Andrea Calderón, Group A. So, okay, I'm ready. Are you ready? If you want to share your screen, you can do it in this moment. Wilson, Laura, and Andrea. Perfect.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
One moment, please. Okay. Good evening. Our group is going to talk about the history of a group of paintballs, their characteristic routines, and wishes to win an award to get to know each other. Good morning, everyone. We want to introduce ourselves. Our names are Andrea. I am 31 years old. I'm Brazilian. Wilson, he is 25 years old and he's from Japan. And Camila, she's 20 years old and she's from France. Wilson.
Begin. A pen pal is very interesting because you learn from other cultures. We can practice a language and can meet more friends.
We are pals and it is fun to be connected virtually through video calls, phone calls, photos, emails. Letting helps us to learn the language better to write it, speak it, and yet to know it better.
Being a paintball is fun. However, you must take into account some things to continue with the friendship. It must be clear how many days a week we will talk to each other. This serves to avoid losing contact.
We must have a WhatsApp group to talk or share fun things about our day. We must be clear in what language we are going to speak. In our case, it is English. Sharing songs, videos, writing letters, marking cards, videos, and settings audios are activities that help maintain friendship and practice English.
It's
It's
fantastic.
It's
fantastic.
fantastic.
If we win the award, the first thing we will do is visit the University of Oxford, which has existed since 1906, making it the oldest thing in the world in English speak and the second longest that is still in operation.
Also, the architectural harmony of Oxford is incredible. It would also be very fantastic to know different series of this country. For example, Manchester, Liverpool, Newcastle, England, and especially London has a colonial past that lasts through the Commonwealth.
The history of our friendship. 3. We want to know it is gastronomy, it is landscapes, it is culture. Meet different people and above all and most important, be able to share some time in person with our pen pals.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher. Thank you, group.
Okay. Wilson, Laura, and Andrea. Um, it was a good presentation. I like it a lot. You had some mistakes about pronunciation, but I think that in general it was clear. Okay, it was organized. I like it. I like it a lot. Congratulations, Andrea. You have a good English level. I don't know what happened in our English classes.
Teacher, sorry.
Yeah, yeah, because okay, today is your day, but what about the English classes on Thursday? Normal classes. So I want to invite you, right?
Thank you, teacher.
So thank you, Wilson. Thank you, Laura and Andrea. It was a good project. Thank you very much.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay,
Thank you,
very good.
teacher.
Perfect. So let's continue. Let's continue. For a minute, I'm gonna share my screen again. And here we have group B. Are you ready, group B? Or
Yes,
no yet?
teacher.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, group B. Can you remind me your names, please?
And Nicolas Diaz and Andrea Pedraza.
Nicolás Díaz?
Sí. Yes.
Nicolás Díaz, Andrea Pedraza. No more? Just Nicolás and Andrea?
No more.
Okay, group B. Perfect. So
Uh,
let's start your presentation.
you can screen.
Yes, I can see
Okay.
your screen. Okay,
Okay.
let's start, Nicolás.
The story of friendship. Brazil is a good country that you should visit, but you don't show that you have money. This is frowned upon by the natives. Japan is a beautiful country, although you never enter to house or hotels, which shows and you should type. Uh, Options. Leaders training, 66%. We can practice others language in this application. Listen to the music. The score, 84%. This application is very important if we want to keep in touch with our friends. WhatsApp, 19%. We need WhatsApp for chatting with our friends every day and for the day of our days. England is a very beautiful place and has many tourist attractions such as the Tower of London, Windermere Cathedral, but it has several social rules, such as notice in advance if you are going to visit it from when open to arrive as surprise. To be on time, Quentin is like religion 14. Presentation 2. Hello everyone. My friend Nicholas is from Brazil. In the country, there are many places to visit, especially Praia de Jericoacoara. Is this the country you don't show that you have money? This is frowned upon by the natives. Andrea is my friend from Japan. She invited me to visit the Blue Pond near to Hokkaido. She told me that it's very beautiful, but she told me that when I travel, I have to keep in my that you cannot enter house. Her hotels with choice and you don't go type. We are friends because that way we can get to know different of the world. To keep pen pals, you must have a common topic of conversation and you must write it constantly. With practices plus the other language and you know more than what happens in other cities. Well, I think that is important for our friend relationship. Investigate about different activities, topics, and important data of use. It's important to talk it and last on day for week. Maybe we can call use WhatsApp or Telegram. We can practice our language in the application lyric training, and maybe we can all install the app. Tandem, that is wonderful to know many people and to interacting others' language. You don't forget the group video calls. We want to see the sun in the real life. Let's continue, Andrea.
Uh, England is a very beautiful place and has many tourist attractions such as the Tower of London, Windermere Cathedral, Birmingham has several social rules such as notify is advent is you going to visit is from Apple TV arrives as Subri. To be on time. Guinness is like religious for team. We will can visit new place in England. We want to go is an amazing city where you will see summit new and obvious we need visit the Canbot, Gran Britain, or temples that we need to is the soul doors. Here we can las great experienciar odors and if we car armor. We like visiting beach, Cambridge. This is fantastic. Please here you can do it at all in the place in the you want. Everybody is was limit. Remember that if you want to visit any please your must be punctual and never skip in the place in the line. And we are clear that we should go to a pub is necessary. Thank you.
The presentation 1 and 2 are similar. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, thank you, Nicolas and Andrea. Well, you have to continue practicing pronunciation, right? But I think that in general was okay. My feedback, as I told you, you have to continue practicing pronunciation. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, my pleasure. Good. Let's continue. I'm going to share my screen again. Let's continue with our group C. Group C, are you ready?
Hey, teacher, good night.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, very good. Good evening. Group C, can you remind me your names, please?
Fabian Hernandez, Alexandra Wando, and Jency Gomez.
Okay, wait a minute. Fabian Hernandez. Yes, next.
Alexandra Ovando and Jency Gomez.
Alexandra Obando and Jency. Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Fabian, yes, Jency. Okay, perfect. Okay, Fabian, Alexandra, and Jency. Let's start. Perfect.
Okay, good night. Our names are Fabian Hernandez from Japan with 27 years old, Alexandra Wando from France with 26 years old, and Jency Gomez from Brazil with 37 years old. We decide to be pimples because our countries have things in common. For example, they are places visited by many tourists and they have beautiful landscapes to visit so we can see the place or photos we are living home. We have learned that the Brazilian soccer teams is the only one that played at the World Cups, that France is the most famous tourist destination in the world, and that in Japan you can scones in streets. Continue, Alexandra.
As pen pals, we query activities, source us, read books, listen to music, make video calls to practice vocabulary, watch movies online, use dictionaries, and take advantage of technology such as social networks, Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram. We log about our daily activities by mail, um, strengthening, grading, and or friend shock. We session for photos of our family, friends, and culture. Continue,
I
Jency.
thank you. I we the context. We will go to London, England, to know its culture, gastronomy, climate, and its tourist places, and its tourists. We will visit St. Paul's Cathedral, Windsor Castle, and the Clock Tower. We will keep in mind that all the entrance to the museum are free. We must no garbage underground, or we will be fine. We will discuss this. We learn to learn about the history of London, England, the favor sport, its politics, another great attraction. We hope to win this spectacular prize. Thank you.
Finish, teacher.
Okay, thank you, Fabian, Alexandra, and Jency. I think that it was short, but it was okay. Like a feedback, you have to continue practicing pronunciation. Okay, check in Google the words that you are going to say in this presentation. Okay, and some words in Spanish. Yeah, for example, I'm reading in this moment kit básico para nuevos empleados. So I don't understand that. Okay, so you have to, before the presentation, check the presentation. Okay, thank you, Fabian, Alexandra, and Jency.
Thank you, teacher.
Good. Okay.
Thanks,
So
teacher.
let's. Okay, you're welcome. Let's continue. with our group D. Are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, perfect. Group D. So let's start. Sorry, Group D, can you remind me your names, please?
Paola Guerrero and Natalia Rojas and Claudia.
Paola Guerrero, Natalia Rojas,
Yeah,
and Claudia.
Córdoba.
Claudia
Córdoba.
Córdoba. Okay, Group D. Paola Guerrero, Natalia Rojas, and Claudia Córdoba. Perfect. So let's start.
Hello, teacher and partners. The experience of our friendship. My name is Paola Guerrero. I am from France and I am 26 years old. My partner are Natalia Rojas, who is from Brazil, and she is 23 years old. And my partner Claudia is from Japan and she is 32 years old. France has many fantastic places to visit, palaces, cathedrals, gardens, and many other sites. Brazil has a statue now Christ the Redeemer in Rio de Janeiro is a very visit site and chosen as a wonder of the modern world. And finally, Japan is a developed country with 19 sites of world heritage. We decided to be pimples to get to know the cultures of the countries and be connected with the possibilities of other places and thus be able to share different languages and customs. Continue, Claudia.
Good night. To have contact with my pen pals, it is important to generate bonds of fraternity from a distance. Currently, we can take advantage of social networks such as Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Meet, Zoom, email, allow cost source accessible to their people. It is very important to have daily conversations so that our friends remember how much we appreciate and miss them. We can also exchange music in English because we all love music, watch movies online, and send photos of place we love. Continue, Natalia.
Good night. England is beautiful because it has exotic places to visit with my friends and family, such as the city of Liverpool, the perfect place for soccer lovers, Cambridge, Manchester, Flamingo Land, Dorset, Chester Zoo, among other charming places to visit. In England, there are these cultural rules. You should know that unpunctuality is a great lack of respect. It is also customary to drink tea at 5 p.m. every day, and you cannot greet with a kiss, only with the hand. Tea is drunk every day at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. There are also many traditions and customs. The English breakfast includes bread, eggs, bacon, sausage, toast, and butter. Some include roasted tomatoes and mushrooms, hash browns, baked beans. At lunchtime, they eat sandwiches, salads, and soups. Dinner eaten between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. in the main meal of the day. Thank you so much.
Okay, did you finish? Paola, Natalia, and Claudia?
Yes,
Yes,
teacher.
teacher.
Okay, thank you. Well, my feedback, I think that the presentation was okay, but you have to continue practicing pronunciation, okay?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Group D. And don't forget, you say good evening, okay? Good evening. Good evening is like a buenas noches cuando llegas a algún lugar. Good evening. Y cuando te vas a ir en la noche de algún lugar es good night, porque creo que las tres dijeron ese error. Good night. No, 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 no. Good evening. Good evening porque están saludando en la noche. Good night cuando se acaba la clase, se despiden. ¿Listo? Para que lo tengan presente. Ok.
Yes.
Well, let's continue. Group E, are you ready? Group E. Group E, no?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Perfect. Can you remind me your names, please? Group D.
Lady Diana Rodríguez Gómez, Lady Diana Pineda Rodríguez, Ángela, ya te digo que no recuerdo el apellido.
Lady Gomez, Lady Pineda, and Angela?
Ángela Barriga.
Okay, perfect. So let's start Group E. Lady Gomez, Lady Pineda, Angela Barriga. Okay.
Hello, my pen pal is Lady Diana Pineda Sanchez. She lives in France, 31 years old. When we when we are to her are going to take my photos of Eiffel Tower in Paris. That makes us very happy. Next lady, please.
Hello, my partner is called Lady Ayana Rodriguez. She's from Brazil. She's a student of psychology, 21 years. They like to go Sao Paulo and enter the Sao Paulo Museum of Art. His urban culture, architect, commerce, and the life of its street make it a very interesting city.
My pen pals, Ángela Alexandra Barriga Caicedo, Japan, at 30 years, studying Bachelor of Physical Education, Recreation and Sports. When we are to her, it will take you to work. Tinark Park is very famous for its adorable and mischievous there. We will also see the art body of the Thai. He temples it with the heart.
Activity to improve the English language. Read aloud to seek pronunciation. Record our voice to hear the pronunciation. Have friends whose language is native and try to team to improve pronunciation.
Experience of being correspondents. 1. Continue making our friendship even if we live in the different country. 2. Remembering our anecdotes times we were little because it does not make us very happy. 3. Share our life experience and how life has changed us.
English in it word we were there come true because we have always like to take virtues and work big dream as virtue, visit Bristol and participate in the Bristol International Barrow Festival, which is in August. We could take well-filled photographs of the hot air buyers had flee over burners, birds, and they have spectacular colors.
Clean, Connolly Hill, Maze, Connell and Blackberry Hill, and be able to appreciate the beautiful landscapes of the city.
But is the most beautiful city in the south of England, and there are many things to do there apart from uh, appreciate its beautiful landscape. Stonewall, we will like to visit the tour, but spa and experience, beautiful experience live there in the hot experience.
We would like to experience how Arctic Hattie Flowing land Aumaster Park as we're fin spectacular attraction parts for a with variants of restaurant and we were had it his a swivel flash for ever everin. Hintesol where we can fear more hardware 140 species, including red pants and penguins. He, in his perfect plans to share as freedoms. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Lady and Angela. I think that it was a good presentation, but you have to continue practicing pronunciation. Okay. Okay, students. So we'll finish this group. We'll finish this group. Group A, B, C, D, and E. So if you want, okay, well, that's all. Group A, B, C, D, and E. That's all for today. Thank you for coming and see you next class, okay? Group A, B, C, D, and E. Group F, G, H, I, and J, wait for me, okay?
Okay, teacher.
So if you want to
Yes.
finish the class in this moment, you can do it. Group A, B, C, D, and E. Grupo A, B, C, D y E. Si quieren finalizar la clase en este momento, ya lo pueden hacer. Okay?
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Okay,
teacher.
take
Bye.
care. See you next class. See you next class, okay? Bye-bye. Okay. Give me a second, and I'm going to continue with our second group. Group F.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, hello. Are you ready?
No sé si están mis otros compañeros. Los veo.
Hello, teacher. César Torrado.
Okay. Group F, right?
Yes.
Okay, we have César Torrado. Diana?
Sí, señor.
Diana, what's your last name? Diana, I don't remember your last name.
Brigitte.
Sanchez? Sanchez.
Brigitte Sánchez.
Okay, Sanchez and no more?
Sí.
Brigitte Sánchez Yurley Sepúlveda.
Yurley.
Okay, Yurley Sepúlveda. Yurley Sepúlveda. Okay, César Torrado, Diana Sánchez, and Yurley Sepúlveda. Perfect. So, let's start.
The experience of our friendship. Hello. O esperamos a la compañera.
Yeah, do you have a presentation? Okay, yeah. Okay, perfect.
¿Ya la pueden ver?
Yes.
Okay. Vale.
Let's start.
Hello. We have been friends for a long time. Although we are far apart, our friendship is very close. He is Cesar Torrado. I am from Brazil. Here in my country, the Cup American is bet paint held. It is a great event that is worldwide. My friends, to be able to enjoy together and support the Brazilian team. In addition, the delicious white to delicious meal of my country such as Casquilla, the city, and Frijoles, and the emblematic dry dish of Brazil, the caipira. My friends, Prince Bridget invited of the annual festival on the ancient medieval city Carcassonne is the most anticipated event in the region, with more than 3 weeks of programming. The festival is iconic at why expected is music love from ballet, opera, and classical music and rock, pop, and more. Our friends usually did of stay in their country happen then extended the quarantine on Julio 20 de julio. Good. One moment with the Tokyo 2021 Olympics game is we cannot travel, she will set as everything. Some can check Tron, photo and video.
As we said before, we are great friends. We have a great friendship and we support each other in our areas for our different countries. We talk as a group above what if we want that trip one we would like to know the British Museum, the tour of London, Westminster Abbey, and the Flamenco Lanzo and as Museum Park. Those will be our plan is we want apart from that take the way in college on of that country and to be able to transporting into us so that they can get can get to know is and all residents what to visit. We would ask life after winning that trip the hour you to meet in different moments in each of their countries. That is a week or two in Japan, another in Brazil, and another in France. To be able to know more about our French, their family, their country, and customs.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, Cesar, Diana, Yulei, thank you very much. So you have to continue practicing pronunciation, okay, as I told you. Good. Thank you.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Perfect. Okay, I think that we're finished here, but I'm not sure. Give me a second. Okay, perfect. G, H, I, or jail groups? No? Okay, group F, Cesar, Diane, Yurley. If you want to finish the class in this moment, you can do it, okay? I'm going to wait for some students who have not presented the project yet. Grupo F, César, Diana y Yurley, si quieren desconectarse en este momento, no hay problema. Voy a esperar a algunos estudiantes que no han presentado el proyecto aún. ¿Correcto?
Thank you, teacher. Correct.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, no problem. Alexandra, Paola, okay, Paola, and Wilson.
Sí, profe, sí, señor, pues estaba esperando a ver alguna cosita, pero pues entonces ya me puedes
Sí,
conectar.
no, voy a esperar a algunos estudiantes que no, no han presentado en los grupos, voy a esperarlos hasta las 9:45, a ver si de pronto se conectan o algo así. ¿Correcto?
Ah, listo, profe.
Listo.
Vale, muchas gracias.
Bueno, que estés bien. Paola Guerrero. Paola.
Profe, disculpa, buenas noches. ¿Estás por ahí?
Claro que sí.
Profe, mira, lo que pasa es que ocurrió una situación, estoy hablando con mi grupo en este momento. Resulta que la conexión de nosotros era a las 9 de la noche para la presentación del proyecto.
Sí.
Cuando entramos, tú tenías un grupo antes que nosotros. Nosotros somos el F, en el cual yo me encuentro con Brigitte y con otro compañero que estaba. Ellos me acaban de decir que como yo no ingresé, que ellos hicieron el proceso solo. El inconveniente de eso es que Carlos ni Brigitte me ayudaron a hacer el proyecto.
Perdóname, me perdí. Tú estás en el grupo F, ¿correcto?
Sí, señor, el grupo F, sí, que yo sepa, somos el grupo F en el que yo estoy con Brigitte y mi compañero, es que no sé si es Carlos o Camilo, porque realmente pues él no se ha conectado con nosotros muy poco porque nos había comentado que estaba viajando y que por eso no nos podía ayudar en el proyecto.
Carlos o Camilo. Pues ven y revisamos.
Acabaron de pasar, entonces yo les dije, chicos, el profesor ya terminó para que podamos ingresar. Me dijeron, no, ya lo presentamos. Les dije, chicos, pero ¿por qué no me escriben en el grupo? Oye, mira, ya estamos conectados. Si yo me conecté y me desconecté y estoy desde las 8 de la noche conectado.
Sí, déjame, voy a revisar a qué grupo perteneces, porque es que a mí me pasaron 3 personas del grupo F. Pero permíteme,
sí,
ya reviso qué fue lo que pasó.
Listo, profe, gracias.
Ok. Yurley Sepúlveda. Ah, no, sí. Yurley, ya estoy viendo acá. Sí. O sea, estaba César y Diana, pero puedes hacer la presentación de tu parte, no hay problema, comparte la pantalla y yo te escucho. Lo que pasa es que estoy esperando a algunas personas que faltan de los proyectos y uno me escribió que por algunas cuestiones ingresaba más tarde. Entonces estoy esperando a ver si ingresa, pero pues tenemos el tiempo para que tú hagas la sustentación de tu parte, no hay ningún problema.
Ah, entonces, listo. Pues es que mira, yo estoy en este momento desde mi celular, pero podría poner la cámara frente a la presentación de la diapositiva que fue la que yo hice. Porque
Sí,
pues
claro,
digamos,
comparte lo que vas a presentar o le dices a alguno de tus compañeros, a Diana o a César, que si te deja ver la presentación y yo te espero, no hay ningún problema. Porque yo
señor,
creo
ya,
que la persona que estoy esperando creo que ya no va a ingresar.
entonces déjame, ya le digo a mi compañera que sí.
Me avisas, entonces yo quedo pendiente, no te preocupes, estoy aquí hasta las 9:45 igual.
Listo, profe, ya ingreso.
Vale.
Ay, Diana, muchas gracias.
Okay, Yurley, I'm waiting for you.
Okay, teacher. My French friend Brigitte invited us the annual festival of the medieval city, Carcassonne. Is the most anticipated event in the region with more than 3 weeks of programming. The festival is aimed at a wide spectrum of music lovers from ballets, operas and classical music, even rock, pop, and more. Our friend Jurley tells us that in her country, Japan, the quarantine until July 20, perdón. Use 1 month before the Tokyo. Ay, espera que se me fue la imagen. Tokyo 2021 Olympic Games. If we cannot travel, she will send us every time so we can share through photos and videos.
Okay, that's it. Yurley, that's it.
Profe, escucho cortado.
Can you hear me? ¿Me puedes escuchar?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, my question was, did you finish?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Yurley. Well, the same feedback, okay? You need to continue practicing pronunciation, Yurley, Diane, and Caesar, okay? But, well, I think that in general was okay, the idea, but as I told you, you need to continue practicing pronunciation, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, so that's it. Thank you. See you next week, okay? See you next week.
Okay, teacher, listo.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you next class.
Bye, teacher. Thank you.
Okay.